Deaf.
Deaf. Deaf.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Hello and welcome everybody to Death by Daylight. This is episode 14. My name is Josh, and we're not going to talk about last week. I am here with a full crew minus one, but it's the full beginning crew. It's just our second shift guy isn't going to be here tonight. But I'm here with Ernie.
Who's Ernie?
I'm here with Jesus.
Sup, motherfucker?
I am here with Darrin.
Bitch ass niggas.
And I am here with Juan. Or maybe not.
We are here with
Fuck the free world, I'm right here.
Okay, alright.
Yo, Freddy's in the chat. What up, Freddy?
What's up, Freddy? Glad to see you back, bud. So we're going to be doing... we've got an excellent show for you today. We're going to be doing... so we haven't announced it yet because we're trying to do this thing where we try to get you guys to announce it. And I will announce it, but not till after we do the drinking game. So that's how we're going to do things for this episode and see how it works. We're always a work in progress here at Death by Daylight. First, let's go through what everybody's drinking. And Darrin is going to give us a bartender cocktail minute at the end of that.
I had a question.
Go on.
Do we play a survivor match at the beginning for the drinking game, and I can go to Gipsters? Do we have a 4-stack, or are we doing killer?
Totally up to you guys. I don't have a preference. I like both. So,
are you down to do the play-by-play commentary again?
Yeah, we're not exactly set up for that, but I can, we can comment on whoever's there, and then if you give me the Twitch stuff, I can try to get up there, in time. But it's totally up to you guys. I know that we had a request, right?
Yeah.
For the killer.
We got
we had Michelle asking for La Plaga.
We got the plague right here. I have not used the plague until 20 minutes ago, so this should be fun.
I heard that, Josh.
Sweet. Yeah, I fucked it up. It's right. So we'll start with the plague, and then maybe by the time we get to the other games, we can have the Twitches up and all that stuff. We'll fulfill the request, and then we'll do the Survivor game. That was not me. Was that me?
No, that was me. I logged on to the fucking thing on my phone.
It's harder to do than you don't think about it. So this is at request of Michelle. We're going to, or Jesus is hosting tonight. He's going to be playing the Plague. This is the first time that he's ever done that. So be nice to him. Freddy, it really is good to have you back. We know that you missed. Well, everyone missed last week, but we know that you had missed maybe one or two before that. It's good to have you back, buddy. Thanks for everybody else who's showing up. Like we said, we'll try to be here every Friday night. Last week was completely unavoidable where we couldn't do it, but it's the first one we've missed so far, and we hope to keep that way. Let's go through the drinks. What do you got for me? Let's go with Jesus first.
I'm drinking a White Claw tonight.
Taking the Ernie route and drinking a White Claw. What flavor White Claw you got, buddy? Let me guess. Is it a lime?
Oh, am I that predictable? Huh?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
It's actually a watermelon.
Oh. And what are you going to be shooting?
I got apple whiskey right here.
Ugh. Ernie, what are you drinking? Ernie? Are these noises supposed to mean something to us?
He's lighting up the heroin. He's shooting up heroin tonight.
I guess Ernie is doing something with bubble wrap. I don't know what that was.
Shit, sorry. Fucking, my mic was going off.
What are you drinking tonight, Ernie?
I am drinking water and Bullet on the Rocks.
Ooh.
Bullet on the Rocks. Sounds delicious. Darren, what do you got for me?
I'm drinking a 2018 California Cabernet Sauvignon.
Good God. That sounds...
Did you say?
It's wine, bro.
That
It's
sounds
fucking wine.
incredible.
Sauvignon?
Yeah,
I'm drinking a Sauvignon.
Yeah, that's sexy as fuck.
I got some.
Que vous êtes jolie. That
I got
sounds
some-
delicious.
I got some Arbor Mist in the fucking fridge. If you want me to get that.
Artemis, goddammit.
Like me, a little Franzia in the bag, personally.
You get that moon spawn, homie.
All right, so I'm gonna try to throw up on people.
And if you do, when we do shoot, Derry, are you shooting anything?
I am shooting Herradura silver.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. I've never had it before.
Freddie drinking that Tennessee honey and Coke.
Freddie, Tennessee honey and Coke. I like the Coke part. Not a fan.
of course you do.
Not okay. Not a big fan of any flavored whiskeys besides Fireball, which I don't consider whiskey. And Juan, are you drinking?
Michelle, look. We're
I
playing
am
play for
currently
you.
drinking a bottle of... Well,
Cum.
I'm actually having
Drinking
Don
a bottle
Julio
of
right
cum.
now.
Nah, bullshit.
Don Julio. Wow, Juan.
What kind?
Yeah, what kind?
Oh, damn it. I gotta go turn on the lights.
What color is it?
To read the bottle?
Yes, it's a tequila.
Let me throw up on you.
Well, we know it's tequila.
It's actually that same one that I had, Ernie. What the fuck is it? Sorry, guys. Long day.
He's
We're
lying
just
to us,
gonna
guys.
we're gonna go ahead and just go with Don Julio. That's good enough for me.
1942.
Damn, I'm drinking 1942.
Bet. Say less. Let's get it.
Fucking say less. But also say more. Michelle, hello. And we are fulfilling your killer request. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope that you enjoy it. If Michelle's watching, I imagine that Caesar is watching as well. Hello, Caesar. Everyone drinking tequila. I am not. I have not gotten to mine yet. Caesar, I will in a second. Alex Santana, hello to you too. Metal. So Caesar, I am drinking a Brass Monkey, and I'm shooting a little bit of Jameson, triple distilled Irish whiskey. Bought myself a bottle of Jameson earlier today, and I am very excited to enjoy it.
Hey, do you guys
Correction,
wanna see
guys.
something-
I just looked at what the fuck I'm drinking because I literally just blindly grabbed it. It's actually
Fucking
a Padrino. El Padrino de mi tierra. Tequila.
Damn, that's the trashiest shit.
Yep.
Dude, you went from drinking like top of the line, delicious tequila to drinking the equivalent.
Yeah, that's what's
of,
currently on me right now.
That was actually
you
the
guys,
worst. The worst of the worst well tequilas. Like, that's bad shit.
You
like,
know
Blue
what?
Tarantula, fucking.
I don't mind it.
Juarez tequila is pretty bad.
But no, it's worse than Juarez tequila. I proved this at work. Like,
You know what? I'm just gonna say that I'm drinking Don Julio because fuck y'all.
So, like, you guys want to see something funny?
Yeah, of course, always.
Jesus, every time you throw up, you have to make the sound yourself.
Alright. Bet. Alright, let's see if I get someone else.
Bet.
Say less. Alright, where you at?
So there's a lot of tequila going on for sure, Caesar, but Ernie has Bullet and I have Jameson. Everyone else. That's gonna be fucking pleasant. Thank you for that. I don't even want to talk anymore for fear that I'm gonna get fucking interrupted by this fucking ridiculous shit.
What sucks is that it's not in sync with the actual video.
Oh, it's in sync, baby.
for you it is, but anybody watching.
That's
So we're just randomly hearing you go.
that's a
Yeah, that's
Timberlake
why I
for
couldn't
you.
predict it at all because it's delayed.
You want to predict that?
It doesn't even make sense. It's completely out of context. Caesar says
Fine.
he hates this map. It's the only killer he's able to own survivors with is Spirit. We've played Spirit before, haven't we? At some point?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ernie
I
did,
fucking-
Spirit.
I was trash. Fine, I'll do the fucking commentary since I'm in sync with it.
I don't. So if that was in sync, I'm gonna tell you you're still not for at least some listeners. Yeah, it's still very delayed for me.
Not even throwing up at this point.
I'm just kidding. Start really throwing up.
Legitimately,
Guys, I can't stop.
we've had 2 people stop watching since we started that, so maybe let's not fucking do that.
You can't
So-
hang then. There's the door, baby.
Yeah, well, that would be nice if we had more than 10 people listening, but since we're trying to hold on to those 10 people, maybe let's cater to them a little bit. So we as I mentioned, we're doing this thing where we're trying to get people to guess what we're going to talk about and not go over it. I'm not really sure why we're doing this, except to, like, build suspense, which I'm totally for. But we're just trying something different than telling people the week before. Ernie, you have a fan saying hello.
Oh shit! What's up, Amber?
Hello, Amber, and
I got
welcome.
1 kill.
There we go.
And I'm throwing up again.
I didn't go over the rules. So right then, because he got a kill, you would take a drink. We're gonna take a shot on the 2nd kill. 3rd kill is a drink. 4th kill is also a shot. You're also more than welcome to take a drink or a shot anytime you want. You know the result. But we do take drinks when he gets a hook, or breaks a generator that's already been fixed. And Ernie will let you know when those things happen, or I will if I'm watching. Sometimes I'm not because I've got other stuff going on. Freddy guesses post-apocalyptic plagues going in sync with the killer. So Freddy needs to go follow us on Instagram, because that's the only place we gave clues. If I'm being honest, like we didn't like the killer just isn't a clue, but we did give a clue on Instagram and on Twitter.
One thing, Jesus, why the fuck aren't you using your fucking power, like the
What?
fucking wells where you can hit them?
I've been playing this killer since 20 minutes ago. I don't know what I could do.
You see that white well? You can go to it and you can pick it up and you can do a range shot.
Oh shit! All right, let's go do that. I didn't.
Yes.
All I knew. Okay. Ooh, okay.
Freddy doesn't have a Twitter and Instagram. Freddy, we're gonna figure out a way to give you the clue that everyone else gets.
We have Facebook.
Because
Put it on Facebook.
you're our loyalist listener, so we will figure out a way to give you the clue. We'll put it on Facebook. He said you have Facebook, so so Caesar says 1 shot if they're deceased. What is
Diseased.
Oh, diseased.
We got diseases.
We got that
diseased.
coronavirus.
COVID
God.
All day.
Fictional killers in films.
Wait, did you just do a David Koresh? Coronavirus.
So Jesus does this thing where he can sound exactly like the guy that played David Koresh in the Waco miniseries. It is
Now
phenomenal.
that
It's-
is not true. Okay, God came to me and told me that one day we are all gonna face the plague. Okay.
I guess the best clue is just the way that we're acting right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much different it is than we usually act. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a reveal here as we get closer to the end of the game. Amber, oh my god, he's spot on. Trust me, Amber, I know. I was blown away the first time I heard it. It never gets old to me.
I did not blow you the
sometimes.
first time we met.
It was actually the other way around.
Second time.
Yeah, not the first time, but not long after that.
Jesus, your aim is trash.
Yeah, I know. I tried jizzing on my girl's tits and I got my own
Here
face.
we go.
I got my own face. I was like, oh my god. How did this happen?
That took a real fucking hard turn.
Wait, did you guys realize that he had said he got a kill earlier, but he lied?
I never said I got a kill.
Doesn't have a kill?
I could've
Yeah,
sworn
you
he
did, dude. You said you got a kill.
Did I?
You did say that.
Yeah, you did. You said you got a kill.
Everyone has to do their best impressions. What are you trying to hear? I can sound like a Canadian, eh?
Your best impression is a Canadian. Darrin, I know Darrin does an excellent Southern lawyer.
Now I'm just a humble Southern lawyer, and I hereby do declare that these Negroes here do not belong here, sir.
You guys want to hear Josh do a Scottish accent elf?
The Scottish elf is a strain on my voice. I've done the Scottish elf on here before.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we were pretty drunk and you got me to do it.
Oh.
I don't know what my best accent is. I do quite a few of them. But
it's your Irish for sure.
Yeah, the Irish.
Is it really?
You're drinking Jameson, so I mean, might as well, right?
I've been drinking a little bit of Jameson. I had a couple beers earlier, and I trying to find myself over on a Donnybrook and find myself at a smaller pub. You had a couple of me boys there, and we had a little bit of a scrap with the ladies, and you don't really find ladies that punch people in the face, but they certainly weren't shy about it. And we had ourselves a little bit of a scrap, we did.
You sound like what? You sound like what Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys would sound like if you said.
You
Dude,
got a request, Ernie, for doing your Pennywise impression.
Hey there, Georgie. With the nice boots.
That's almost like the Cookie Monster and Pennywise had a baby. Bubbles is one of my favorite characters in any show ever, and that's probably where I got
From
some of that. What I was
Powerpuff
talking
Girls?
about. No, from Trailer Park Boys.
That's exactly what I was thinking for a second. I was like, wait, what?
Like, no.
Marcus. Marcus, good evening, buddy. Glad to have you here. So we're going to go ahead and do our reveal about what we're going to talk about tonight, because it looks like Jesus is going to get 0 kills here.
I got one. Like for
Are
real
you
this
lying
time.
to me again? Oh, okay, I see it. Michelle, the kitties are in the shed. Yes. Bubbles, Trailer Park Boys. If this was not a horror podcast, we would have a Trailer Park Boys episode, because it's one of the greatest shows to ever have aired on television. And it's Canadian. Anything Canadian is alright by me. Hockey comes back in about a week, and I'm very excited about it. We are going to be doing horror films that are also comedies. So before you get too excited, Scream is not a part of this list because it will be its own episode. We also are not doing B movies. It's not Thanksgiving, it's not Zombiever. That's also going to be its own episodes, probably several episodes of those kinds of movies. This is going to be a select list of horror movies that are also comedies, or comedies that also are horror movies, like they take a horror turn. And we're very excited to bring you this today. I'm going to be talking, we're all going to be talking about everything we're bringing up, but what I'm bringing to the table, what I'm representing today is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. We're also going to be talking about the Elijah Wood blockbuster Cooties, also featuring Rainn Wilson, who does an excellent job in that movie. Gilbert, what's up, Gibby? Yes, Shaun of the Dead. We're going to be doing Shaun of the Dead today. We are going to be doing Hot Fuzz, probably, if we get there. We've also got... Am I missing anybody? No? Did I miss any movies? We're not talking about
Chucky.
I
Seed
mean,
of Chucky.
a little bit.
Just the dumb shit on it.
We had a Chucky episode, and I didn't want to do Chucky. They're forcing me into it. but I'm a team player, so we'll talk about Chucky at some point. So
All
we're
right.
going to talk about that.
I got 2 kills and 2 escapes. That's a shot, boys.
That's a shot. So everybody that's here, everybody back home, you can take a shot with us. We're going to be taking a shot because Jesus was able to get 2 kills, which with a brand new killer, he's never not new to the game, but he's never played the killer before. That's actually pretty badass. So thank you, Michelle, for putting in the suggestion. If you have a suggestion that you'd like us to see us play a certain killer, or even survivors, if you'd like to see like a certain team of survivors, or let us know, and we will try to fulfill everyone's request. In the meantime, take a shot with us, everybody back home. We are going to cheers to another Simon Pegg movie. Fuck, now I can't. I always want to call it The End of the World, but that's not what it's called.
The World's End, buddy.
The World's End, yeah. Cheers to The World's End.
Can we cheers to...
Sure, go ahead and do that, Jesus.
Why the fuck not?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Oh, I think I fucked myself up. Doing that.
Fucking Jameson's fucking smooth. Smooth as a newborn baby's ass.
Fuck.
Alright, so... You guys want to... Well, we're going to play some Survivor now.
Yeah, so Jesus is going to jump on Survivor while we discuss our movies that we're talking about. So Ernie's going to jump on there as well. So while you guys are waiting for a match, because you're going to be waiting for a while, why don't you start off with... Let's start off with a Simon Pegg movie, and then we'll end with a Simon Pegg movie. So why don't you go ahead and give us what you wanted to, Ernie, either Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz or whatever you wanted.
So, Shaun of the Dead, man, like, it's fucking amazing. Has everybody seen it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope.
Of course.
I mean, what's better, like, that or, like, the actual, like, Dawn of the Dead movies, in your opinion? Like, I honestly really like Shaun of the Dead better than those. Because, I mean, it is kind of scary thinking about it, like, getting fucking hoarded by all those zombies, but the way that they do the comedy is just so perfect. Especially when he sees his roommate naked in the shower.
I think Simon Pegg is just a master of all things comedy, but you can tell that he's a horror dude. Like, he is very good at making the meta horror aspects and really calling attention to them. Talking about the different weapons, talking about his different strategies. Really just a well put together movie. And there are parts that are legitimately scary. Like, I mean, it's mostly funny, but he does the zombie part really well. What is your favorite part of the movie?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, favorite part?
Or one of them. Maybe not the only one, but one of your favorite parts.
The part where he's talking, like, they're trying to do the game plans to go pick up Liz.
Yeah.
How does it go? It's, pick up, what is it? Pick up Liz, kill Phil, pick up Mom. How does it go? Let's find out.
So, Freddie said that he prefers Dawn of the Dead. I get it, Freddie. Dawn of the Dead, like, it's a good movie. And as far as zombies are concerned, it kind of set a tone. It was in the same era as like 28 Days Later, and there's a conversation certainly to be had about which zombies are more scary and that kind of thing. But the
way that they do it, like at the beginning when he's like going to the store to get a soda, and like everything's all fucked up around him, but he's just like hungover, like tired and not paying attention, and everything's just so fucked up around him.
You saw your life or what?
Like the news and shit.
Ernie's like, yeah, I could relate to this.
Yeah, that's a normal Tuesday. And so we're talking about a zombie apocalypse here. We're talking about Shaun of the Dead. Do you think that you would eventually get to that attitude? And I'm definitely talking to you, Darrin, because we've established that you're a survivor. We've established when we were talking about that movie where everyone in that office building was trying to kill each other, that you would be amongst the people that would make it to the end. How do you feel like you would do in a zombie apocalypse?
Well, if you saw Dawn of the Dead, you saw what Vin Rames got up to, then
yes.
I mean, that's pretty much a blueprint for what I would be doing, man. I'm just like, grab a gun, grab the nearest weapon, kill everybody in sight. Don't let anybody in. Like, don't trust anybody, because that's how they get you. Goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I would like to be a zombie.
That one bitch that she got bit, and they told that bitch not to let her in. They let her in. God, motherfucker! I'm already pissed off about it. Like,
but so that's my question is, like, mentally, we all know you're handling it physically. What about, do you think you could keep the attitude and eventually get to the point where you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna get drunk? You're not Will Smith in I Am Legend crying in a bathtub. You're Simon Peck in Shaun of the Dead, walking through all the bullshit. You don't even give a fuck anymore. Which side do you think you fall on?
I'd probably have to, like, I think at first it would be like survival mode, like, oh man, this shit is like intense and blah blah blah. But after a while, you end up with your homie at the end playing Xbox and shit, because it turned into a fucking like, that's just the way it is. Just get used to it, you know what I mean? Like,
Shaun of the Dead also brings up another interesting question. Obviously, if you have seen the movie, you know that his best friend eventually is turned into a zombie, and there is a decision to be made there. So go ahead and tell us about that, Ernie.
So his best friend gets bitten, obviously, and he's sad as fuck. I would be sad too. Like, my best friend got bitten. I know he's gonna turn into one of these fucking zombies. But the way that they do it, where they just tie him up at the back, and like, eventually all the zombies just go back to what they were doing in real life, and he's just there playing video games like and like he tries to bite him, he's like, hey, stop it, like if he's a puppy. Like, it's just funny.
So let's pretend that we couldn't just go back to playing Death by Daylight with our zombie pals. Do you think you would have it in you to take out a homie that turns into a zombie? We'll go one by one. Jesus, are you taking out Ernie if Ernie gets bit? Do you have what it takes to take him out?
Yes. I would take him out to a nice dinner date. Candlelit. Is that what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, keep going.
I would wine and dine the fuck out of him. I would buy him all the Arbor Mist his heart could want. And honestly, I'm a family man. I got a kid, so I feel like if it comes between like me and my kid, I'll go dad mode and I'll kill whoever. I'll kill you, Josh. I'm just kidding.
He came after you there.
That sounded a little too intense.
Yeah, I don't know why he had to say that, but that's fine.
You, Josh.
I figured out the quote that I was trying to say earlier.
Go on.
He's like, take car, go to Mum's, kill Phil, grab Liz, go to the Winchester, have a nice cold pint, and wait for all this to blow over. That's one of the most like iconic things like of that movie.
That sounds like something that we would fucking do. Like, it's like, yo, where should we go? Let's go to the bar and let's just hang out there. Let's just wait this out. Just like, that's the dumbest fucking idea ever.
We all just get trashed and like eaten by zombies.
Yeah, after the fourth beer, you're not caring about safety as much as you were. So,
you pour a shot for the zombie.
To me, that's been the worst part about COVID is that if I was going to wait out a fucking world disaster, I'd want to be at a bar instead of at my goddamn house. Not a lot of people feel that way because their homes are warm and loving.
Okay. Zombie.
A lot of bars are open right now, bro, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
But I don't want to get COVID, so.
Zombie apocalypse, like you said, your home is nice and warm and cozy, but you want to go see family. Which is the worst home that you would want to be stuck in? I'm gonna have to go with Grandma's house. She doesn't have cable. She doesn't have internet. Like, it's worse enough that there's zombies. Like, fuck, there's nothing to do with Grandma's house.
There's not gonna be any cable if there's like zombies.
Exactly.
Like the people that run the stations are gonna be dead.
Yeah.
You think that there's still programming going on in a zombie apocalypse?
They just left it on.
You fucking millennial fuck.
I know. You clearly have no idea how cable works.
You know what? I'm tweeting.
Your phone wouldn't even be working.
Juan, do you have what it takes to take out your best friend if he turns into a zombie?
Or your grandma.
Or your grandma, sure.
Nah, I don't. I don't think I do.
Say it on live air. Would you kill your grandma?
Couldn't fucking take their head off with a shoelace, huh?
Nah, hell no. I would just I'll just fucking wait till somebody takes care of that, but I ain't gonna do it.
I thought you were
unless
gonna
they're attacking me.
I thought you were
You're
gonna
going
take
to
the
be
Jude
waiting a
approach.
while, Juan. You're going to be waiting a while.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to get to you first.
Like, I mean, of course, if they're coming at me, I have no choice. I mean, I'll do that even if you're alive. But, like, if my friend turns...
You kill your
my
grandma?
friend turns or whatever...
There's a
they're
lot
not
of
after
threatening
me,
to
they're
kill
just-
me going on. And that was not part of the question.
if it means anything, I would not kill you, Josh. Because I'm
Thank you, Juan.
not an asshole like Jesus. But
That means a lot right after you said that you absolutely would kill me. So let's move on to Shaun of the from Shaun of the Dead. What finishing thoughts on this movie? Maybe you have a part that we haven't gone over. Ernie's going to explain the end as well, so spoiler alerts. Because the end of Simon Pegg movies are always very good and very important. So what do we have here for the end of Shaun of the Dead?
I did explain it, where all the zombies go back to normal and like their daily routine lives, and then he has his best friend like locked up playing video games in the the back shed.
you know
right,
what?
So
What I actually found funny as hell about that movie, how like it was the first time I hear like jokes about not calling the zombies. Like, don't call them that, and like it took me a while to realize that, oh shit, they don't call zombies in any of the fucking movies out there, or like The Walking Dead.
yeah, there's always some fucking name that someone thinks they're being creative with.
Yeah,
Walkers.
Yeah, walkers or biters or whatever the fuck else. So Freddy, we may get to fucking This Is the End, but also we're gonna have another one of these episodes at some point because there's just too many horror / comedy movies to fit in all in one episode. Fantastic movie. That movie was really
That's a
good
good
and really
one,
funny. And I actually don't know why we didn't assign someone to it, but maybe we'll get to it. And so if you haven't seen Shaun of the Dead, fucking 10 out of 10 recommend. I recommend actually all of Simon Pegg's movies, except, you know what, even fucking Paul. Paul's pretty good too.
Paul's dope.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I wouldn't, like, give it a fucking 10 out of 10 to recommend, but, Gibby, what a terrible joke. I'm not even going to fucking repeat it.
I want to hear it. I can't see the comments. I want to hear it.
He says, so our walkers made Christopher Walken?
Ah, shit.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Anyway.
I'm glad you're here, Gibby, but Jesus Christ.
I felt like if Jude was on with us right now, he'd be like, I would fuck those walkers. I would fuck those zombies.
He's like, so you fuck them, right? Like, your best friend turns into a zombie, you just fuck it. Like, that's what, you put your dick in it.
That's the cure for the zombie apocalypse.
It's a zombie cockin' lips.
What if your BFF is a hot girl?
That was just as bad. That was just as bad.
Wait, what?
A whole new meaning to getting some brain. Thank you. I'll be here all week and probably for the rest of the year.
Not if I kill you.
Not if you kill me.
Josh is like, hey, what's up, guys? I haven't been bit, but I'm just chilling. I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker!
You're gonna die anyway, clown.
Taking
a lot
a while
of
to get a
threats
match.
on my life tonight. Jesus, because since you guys are still not in a match, why don't you talk to us about cooties? I'm very excited to talk about this movie.
So, who here has ever had their cootie shot? You know, circle, circle, dot, dot? No? I'm sorry, that was a bad joke.
Now I need you to sing it. Sing it like a freaking pubescent teen girl.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
That's definitely the best rendition of it I've ever heard.
Someone needs to start beatboxing and let him do it.
Except again, we're on a delay.
Oh, shit.
So, Cooties,
Cooties.
2014, I believe, with Elijah Wood.
Elijah, yeah.
Elijah Wood and Rainn Wilson. The girl that plays Allie on New Girl, I can't remember her name. The drummer from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Allison Pill, I believe is her name. Jack McBriar's in the movie. And what happens in this movie is that everyone, they're teachers. They're teachers in the school, and this one girl eats fucking a bad chicken nugget that's like infected with some fucking weird green shit.
Yep.
And it's essentially zombies, but they're not dead. They're just sick, and then they don't have to bite you to make you sick. They just have to draw blood. So even if they scratch another kid or they bite it, like whatever it does to draw blood, then the other kid gets sick, and boom, they're fucking murderous, ravenous, zombie-like creatures. But they're not dead. They're just very ill. The fat guy from Lost is in it. He's a crossing guard that does shrooms in his van. If you haven't watched it, and I had never heard of it before Jesus told me about it, again, I can't recommend that you watch it. I can't recommend enough that you watch it. It's so good. And we get a lot of really good horror tropes, some really good shots, but a lot of really good comedy as well. Elijah Wood is a horror writer in the movie who is writing a book.
Who's very terrible.
Yeah, he's really bad. Yeah, he's writing a book about a haunted boat, and we get some Stephen King references there because he's telling somebody about it, and the guy's like, "So fucking Carrie," like it's about a haunted car. He's like, "Yeah, but this is a boat," and that part's really great. What was your favorite part of the movie, Jesus?
My favorite part of the movie is when the mom came to pick up the kid, and she wasn't really paying attention like most parents.
Yeah, they're like,
up the kid.
"Don't let him in the car."
Yeah, they're like, "Don't let him in the car." And the kid walks up with their backpack and shit, and then the mom's like on her phone. She's like, "Get the fuck in, hurry up, we have to go home and make dinner." And the kid gets in, he attacks the baby, his little brother, and the fucking baby turns into a zombie, and now they're both attacking the mom and killing them, and everyone's like, "What the fuck, we told you."
Yeah, that was a good part of the movie. Rainn Wilson is my favorite part of the movie. He plays like the PE coach, typical PE coach. He's like an ex football star.
He has a really big truck.
Yeah, he's got a rear.
A dual rear.
Dual rear. He's got a dually. He's got a dually, but he can't say dual rear wheel. So there's like a running thing where he tries to say it and he can't. They live in a city called Fort Chicken, which is funny, all by itself every time they bring it up. And it's just really well done. So they're obviously stuck in the school and they're running, and the kids keep finding ways to find them. They don't have their cell phones because it's like a progressive school where they don't allow cell phones, so they take them all away at the beginning. It's just really well done, and I can't believe that nobody had heard of it. There's not a lot. There's like things that are done on purpose to highlight horror movie cliches, but there aren't things that it's not super cliche, not on purpose. Everything that's cliche is done on purpose. The characters are over the top on purpose, and a lot of really funny people were in the movie. You're already dead? The game just started.
No.
He like wasn't paying attention and Michael Myers was staring at him.
Yeah, that gen was almost done. It's touch and go, but fuck, he has Hex Ruin, so I doubt it now.
I was just told that I stole Jesus's
yeah, you did. I'll
subject.
go fuck myself. And that's why I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm just gonna...
Please, Jesus, take over. Now that you're playing, why don't you talk to us about cooties?
Nah, I'm good. I'm just kidding.
Oh, fuck.
No, I really like that movie. It was, it's been a long time since I've seen it, and I really thought it was good because I think Elijah Wood played a. I just really like Elijah Wood as a fucking actor. I think he's really great. Fuck, hold on. It's because I'm playing now and I'm trying to talk. Josh, take this over again.
All right. Elijah Wood.
He's a great
He's
actor.
a fucking rocket, right? He's a fucking
So
rocket.
there's actually some pretty scary parts in it. Like, there's a scene where they're like climbing through the vents, and like, I mean, that enough is pretty fucking scary because I mean, my fat ass wouldn't be able to fit in a vent. But there's like a little girl in a room that's just like, just like circling around the vent with like creepy music. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it's really, really scary parts of the movie. The other part is for me was Rainn Wilson trying to lead everybody out of the building. They have to grab whatever weapons that they can, so he's using a pitching machine and just blasting these kids in the face with baseballs, and it's pretty cool. Elijah Wood, he was in Wilfred, Lord of the Rings. They make a Hobbit joke at some point, and it's pretty fucking good. Alison Pill plays like this really bubbly, nice teacher, and then obviously she has that fucking come to Jesus moment where she turns really vicious and fucking turns into a hard ass because one of the kids that they save has diabetes, and they have to get him a candy bar, and so she goes all fucking full commando to make sure that that kid is okay. So definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Another one of those movies that I don't know why it wasn't on the radar. There's a lot of really like pretty big actors in it, but most people that I know of haven't heard of it. So
real quick, do you guys need to stop healing and come for the saves?
Nah, you go fuck yourself. I'm just kidding.
We're gonna lose the match because of that healing.
So you're stuck in a elementary school, rabid children swarming outside. What is a weapon? You don't have access to the janitor's closet, so no like mops or bolt cutters. What's the first weapon that you can grab? What do you use to get out of the situation? Let's hear from Darrin.
A semi-automatic AR-15 with a bump stock, infrared laser sight, so you make sure you kill every one of those little motherfuckers, guys.
That's not the first time that gun would be allowed in a school, so it's more believable than you were going for.
It's
all the kids
standard,
with the pumped up kicks.
Standard issue for anybody in the middle school, I'm just saying.
Yeah, guns. God bless America. Jesus, you came up with something already, and then I cut you off.
A second grade child. I would use a child as a weapon.
Just grab it by the ankles and fucking swing it at people.
Yeah, they're probably sticky. You fucking stick them to something, you know? Fucking.
What? Gen 1.
They're probably sticky. Excellent commentary. Excellent. If I don't have access to the janitor's closet, I tie books to both of my fists, like on my arms, and make like a book armor suit, and I start fucking smashing heads with it. Fucking can't bite through it. It doubles as defense and attack capabilities. That would be my weapon, but to be fair, I had time to think about it. So, Cooties, go watch it, and we are going to move on to, well, once you guys get out of the game and you want to go back to it, we can. But now we're going to go to, I almost said Ash vs. Evil Dead. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Tucker and Dale versus Evil is, I think they're all meant to be comedy. Cooties is less comedy than the other movies, a little more horror than the other movies, but Tucker and Dale, again, a great commentary. And Michelle earlier talked about how Paul has a great commentary on religion. This does not have like a commentary on like society really or anything. Like it's a commentary on horror movies. It's again a meta horror film where they make fun of hillbilly stereotypes and college kid stereotypes. But again, it's just a movie that is really funny but has its horrific parts. It's very gory. At one point, a kid jumps into a wood chipper and is killed that way. Another kid spears himself in the chest with a stray tree branch. Two of the kids get blown up in a cabin. Another one of the kids impales himself while he's trying to attack Dale. But so if you've ever seen, is it Cabin in the Woods? No, it's Cabin Fever. Have you ever seen Cabin Fever? The opening of Cabin Fever is these kids are on their way out to a cabin and they go and they stop at a gas station and this hillbilly kid looks at them all fucked up, and then I won't say what happens to the rest of the movie, but the beginning of this movie follows almost the exact same thing. These kids are on the way to a cabin. They stop at a gas station. They start like looking around, and Tucker and Dale are there. So Tucker is played by Steve the Pirate, I wish I knew his real name, but I don't.
That's his real name.
Not cool.
Steve the Pirate. Steve, he's played by Steve the Pirate.
Y'all want to know a fun fact about Steve the Pirate?
I would, yes.
He is born in he's from El Paso.
That's very
El
true.
Paso boy, Steve the Pirate.
Yes. He's not really a pirate. That's the other fun
That's the
fact.
other fun fact. This is why we need Jude, because neither of those facts were fun. We need Jude to come in with some hot information. He would have known where his mom was from and that his grandpa fought in World War II.
He's also circumcised.
And Dale is... so the only other movie... I've seen Dale in a couple of movies, and I don't know his name either, but he was in a movie about him and his brother getting lost in the woods. He's also in a movie called A Very Something Orgy. It has a bunch of stars in it too. It's on Hulu right now. Jason Sudeikis is in it. Nick Kroll, but he's the fat guy in that movie too. And they play like these two redneck kind of guys that are just going out to Tucker's cabin. Freddie, where is Jude? Jude had dental work done. Took a couple shots in the mouth. And he can't speak, so he's not here this week. So they're on their way to Tucker's cabin, and they're just trying to fish and pound some beers and do some renovations. And these kids think that they're murderous hillbillies and that they've captured their friend. And hilarity and gruesome deaths are the result of this hilarious trope. Let's get to some comments. Check out Little Monsters, Lupita Nyong'o and Josh Gad in a zombie flick where they have to take care of kindergartners during a field trip. That was from Caesar. Funny moments sounded like it had elements from the last movie y'all talked about. Yeah, it sounds incredibly a lot like Cooties. We did the Paul had religious, and Caesar also is telling us to watch Dead Girl. I don't know if he commented that when we were talking about Simon Pegg, so I don't know if that's a Simon Pegg movie, or just something that is funny and horrific, which we will check out as well. I know for a fact that some of you watched Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. Darren, have you seen it?
Yeah, man, I love that movie.
What do you have to say about it? Maybe your favorite part, or something not that?
No, my favorite part, aside from all the self-death, the self-suicides.
Yeah, the suicides.
It's like when he's trying to convince him to go talk to her while they're at the gas station and shit. And then he's sitting there with that huge ass scythe, and he's just like, "Hey, me and you just wondering if you're the buddies, we could come around, and you want to come hang around with us, and you can, and whatever the fuck." And she's just like, "Get the fuck away!" Like that shit was like. That was
and the fucking like leader, the psycho leader of the college kids is like, "Hey, buddy. We just want to get out of here, all right? So back off." Like, and he's eating fucking pickled eggs and shit.
Yeah, I'm no good, Dale.
Yeah, that my favorite part is is when the sheriff shows up. And they're all like covered in blood and shit, and then he's like, "Sheriff, these college kids just came out of nowhere and started committing suicide all over my land." And then my other favorite part is the first death where so Tucker is cutting into a log with a chainsaw, and he cuts into a wasp nest.
No, they're bees.
Bees. Bee nests. And like they start chasing him, but one of the kids was about to run up to the cabin to ask about the girl. So he comes out from behind the cabin and he's fucking swinging the chainsaw around and running at him and shit. And oh man, that part's fucking great.
The best moment of that is when like they're running and he's running away from him, and then he actually catches up with him with the fucking chainsaw, and he looks to the side and he's like, "What the fuck?" Like, and that's when he fucking gets stabbed in the fucking abdomen. He's all
impales himself on a fucking tree branch.
And then he sees the little the little wasp like fly over, and he's already like fucking stabbed. And he's all like, "Oh shit!" Like that's what it was.
My other favorite part is when the girl wakes up and she wants to come help Dale, and so she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm digging a shithole, a hole for shit, a shit house hole." And she's like, "An outhouse." And he's like, "Yeah, one of those."
That's
I like that part too because on the other side they're like, "Oh my god, he's making her dig her own grave." Like the way that they shot it, where like, what if like all horror movies are like that? Like these like typical college kids, like Jason, for instance. Like, what if he's not a bad guy, but these like stupid kids at the lake are just like annoying him, and they just keep like randomly dying around him.
Yeah, Jason Voorhees' mom is just going through some serious PTSD, and they're just like, "This bitch wants to fucking kill us." Freddy Krueger is just like a friendly neighborhood pedophile, and they, there's really no, I guess there's no good excuse for Freddy Krueger.
Friendly neighborhood pedophile.
He's just trying to let him know, like, I have to register and let you know that I live here.
Friendly neighborhood pedophile.
Then he has knives on his hands and shit, so maybe it doesn't work out that way.
So, like, I kind of touched a kid once,
Why is he a cholo? Don't put that on cholos. I kind of touched the kid once, but it wasn't like that bad and shit, fool.
I didn't mean it like that. I said, like, I don't know, like, I just thought he was kind of cute,
He told me he was 18 and shit. He had a little beard, so I thought maybe. I don't know if... this is getting gross.
Yeah, it's bad.
We're gonna fucking see...
pedophilia.
We're gonna get Shia LaBeouf as a new Freddy Krueger for... Cholo Freddy Krueger. Have you guys...
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf looking real cultural appropriation nowadays.
Welcome to Primetime, bitch.
I'm gonna find you in your sleep, Bessie.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you, eh?
So, most of us are Mexicans, so we can do this. Anyone at home that's disgusted right now, we're allowed to do this. So
I think we're all at least part Mexican, bro.
Yeah.
All of us are Mexican.
yeah. So we're good. We check all the boxes to be able to do this. Yeah. So that's Tucker and Dale versus Evil. So the problem with doing some of these movies is, like, so horror movies are easy to talk about because it's easy to, like, describe the best parts of the movie or the grossest parts of the movie or the scariest parts of the movie. Comedy movies, it's a little tough because you don't want to do it an injustice. Like, you don't want to say a line that's funny and make it not sound funny. It's harder to describe why things are funny because of the timing and the facial expressions and things like that. But we feel like it's an important part of the genre. We feel like it was something that we all wanted to do because let's face it, during the week, we're doing research and stuff, and it makes it better if we can watch stuff that we like. And we all liked these movies that we picked from. Something
that I was thinking about?
Go on.
Like, what about, like, the comedy that stems from, like, actual horror movies? Like, into, like, memes and stuff? So, like, I was, like, thinking about it, like, what are some of the best, like, memes that came out of, like, a horror movie? And I couldn't, like, I remembered the Bird Box ones. Like, for instance, when, Sandra Bullock is blindfolded in the boat.
Yeah.
And, they put a piñata and a piñata stick next to her, like... and then, like, that other one, when that guy's opening that lady's eyes, and it's like, God, if he ain't the one, please show me a sign. It's like God holding the eyes open. Like, I don't know, that's something that pops in mind when, like, I was kind of doing some research.
When a homeless person asks you for change.
They got the blindfold. That's fucked up. Yeah, and I think too, horror movies and comedy movies, they cross over a lot of times. Like not so much horror into comedy, but comedy into horror. A lot of horror movies have funny parts, even if, like, it's like something that's supposed to scare you and then it ends up not being there, or momentarily they feel a sense of relief. Like, there's comedy in a lot of horror movies, even if they're not specifically supposed to be funny. And I'm not talking about B movies like Thanksgiving, where I mean, it's supposed to be funny in a completely different way. I mean, I'm talking about, like, there are funny parts in fucking Friday the 13th and fucking Halloween and in a lot of the movies. I mean, there are really funny aspects to what's going on. And so it makes it easier, I think, to do some of this stuff. For me, there were funny parts in even, like, World War Z. Like, they were trying to be so fucking dramatic and over the top that there were funny moments where you're like, come on, like... Michelle is talking about Midsommar, Somar. Yeah, that movie, we've talked about doing that movie, but some members are deeply disturbed by it, which I don't blame them for. Some of them just...
funny parts in that movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the funny parts in that movie, other than the bear on fire.
I mean, I guess you got a guy falling off the cliff. That was kind of funny.
Bro, when they were fucking in
what?
that shed and everyone's like just cheering them on.
And no, they're like, they're cheering her on, but they're like making the noises that she's making.
Yes.
They're like, oh, yeah, that was kind of funny.
Dude, I jerked it to that part for sure in the theater.
Yo, what the fuck?
Thanks, Pee Wee Herman.
So yeah.
When that guy that looks like Sid from Toy Story pees on the ancient ashes, that was kind of funny.
When he found that fucking cube in his
when
in
they
his
eat
meal.
themselves from the mountain was fucking hilarious.
Dude, that part was pretty fucking disturbing for me, because the guy goes feet first. Why would you do that?
He was old.
It's like when you're jumping into an ocean, you go feet first. Like you gotta. I know what you're thinking.
The ocean is not gonna break your legs. Well, I mean, if you jump off like the fucking Golden Gate Bridge, yeah, it's gonna break your legs, but most of the time jumping in the ocean feet first does not result in horrific double fractures. I guess Midsommar has some funny parts now that we think about it. But I think if you think about any horror movie, you're gonna find those
even
parts
like
that
The
are
Exorcist.
funny.
Like today's generation, if they watch The Exorcist, they're not gonna react to it the way, like people from the 70s, 80s would react to it.
The Exorcist holds up a lot, but yeah, exactly. There are parts where it's almost a B movie at this point. It's like,
Cops in hell.
Suck on this,
Dude. Honestly, a lot of those spoof movies. I mean, I know we're gonna get into it another episode with the scary movie kind of type deal, but a lot of those spoof movies really I don't want to say ruined horror movies, but there's certain parts in like horror movies where I could only think of the spoof knockoff version of it now. Like I can't think of it. Doesn't scare me anymore.
They show you how ridiculous that shit is to begin with.
Yeah.
You're like, God damn it.
give me your strong. This is my strong hand.
Or the, do you need help?
Bigger man
No,
and walk away.
do you need help? No, I can do it myself.
Look, I can talk to her, okay? I'm her dad. I know how to talk to her. Hey, you know your teacher? Yeah. She's dead. She's dead, just like your dog. My dog. I ran him over coming into the driveway.
Also, Tim Curry in the second one, that's just golden right there.
Ooh, Tim Curry.
That's true.
Love me some Tim Curry. Yeah, he's very good. One day we'll talk about the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but today's not that day.
It's gonna be tomorrow,
Shut the fuck
guys.
up and let me sing.
We still have another Simon Peck movie to go. I don't know which one it is, because we didn't agree, but I'll talk about any of them. We'll talk about The World's End instead of Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll save Hot
That
Fuzz
was
for...
that was pretty creepy.
Dude, I mean, they're both pretty creepy, but Hot Fuzz has a fucking... That movie takes a fucking plot twist, my friend.
I just love like Simon Pegg's character in it. He's like such a burnout badass.
So The World's End. Let's talk about The World's End. The World's End is a... Michelle just said Hot Fuzz. You know what? We'll fucking talk about both of them if we have time. But we'll start with The World's End, and then we'll get to Hot Fuzz.
Start with Hot Fuzz first, because we just got a match.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about Hot Fuzz. So Hot
Like, I'll
Fuzz.
go fuck myself.
Freddie
Cholo
says I've never-
pedophiles. Oh wait, no, not that one. We're off that though. Okay.
Freddie says, I've never seen Rocky Horror. I thought it looked so dumb. Look, Freddie, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not for everybody. There's a whole tradition that goes with the Rocky Horror Picture Show that makes it fun. So every time that they say the main character's names, you're either supposed to call her, like the woman, you're supposed to call her a slut. The guy, you're supposed to call him an asshole. There's all sorts of, like you throw toilet paper and bread and all sorts of shit that happens at the movie. Dildos that when they say certain things, there's a part where you throw newspaper confetti. There's a part where there's like a dance number and everybody gets up and does the time hop.
I had no idea about any of this.
Well, so
You know
when we get there, we'll talk about it. Go ahead, Ernie.
What's funny is, you know how we're just doing those Freddy Krueger impressions?
Yes.
We're playing Freddy Krueger.
Oh, the nightmare.
Oh.
Always like to see the nightmare. Hopefully you guys survive. Yeah, so Rocky Horror, it really is about first of all, seeing it in a theater, and then, or seeing it with a bunch of people that know the traditions and committing to doing it. Otherwise, it's not a bad movie. It's a B movie for sure. Like, don't expect it to be actually scary, and there's like musical numbers and shit. But I could not recommend more that if you're ever gonna watch it at a performance. Like, watch it either a theatrical performance or in a theater with people who have seen it before and know all the things to yell and stuff. It's amazing. But we'll
So,
talk
Josh,
about it on another episode. Yes.
If I came over to your house and like, let's watch Rocky Horror, and you bust out dildos, I'm just supposed to be like, this is how it's supposed to be watched, right? Like,
Exactly.
When have you ever been to my house and I don't bust out dildos?
Whoa.
That's true.
Where are you buying them from? What the fuck?
Not at your sex shop.
That's what I'm bothered by. I need business.
No, I have to order them online because I have a great shame that I don't want to show my face in front of you and buy the Ass Pounder 8000.
It's called the Fuckmaster 5000. Thank you very much.
So we'll get to... Oh, we're doing Hot Fuzz first so that we'll have a chance to talk... Wait, did any of you guys survive the last one so we can take a fucking shot? Because I'm thirsty
we all
as
died,
shit.
actually.
You all fucking... Well, I'm going to take a shot anyway before we keep going. Those of you at home, you're welcome to take a shot with me. Sometimes we do this where we take what's called an unearned shot. And that's what I'm going to do now. Because I've been waiting to drink and have not been able to do so. Here is to the world's end. Oh, we already cheers to that. God damn it. Here is to Hot Fuzz. Alright, cheers. Fuck you guys.
Cheers.
Oh, fuck me.
It goes out nice and smooth.
Damn it. The pedophile got me. The pedophile got me.
Hey there, boy.
I'm wiggling my little butt.
Yeah, you gotta do it in your David Crash voice. Oh no, he got my butthole. Are you gonna do it?
Alright, I'll do it. God came to me and told me that Freddy Krueger wanted my little asshole. Okay? I had a vision that God... Okay, I'll stop.
Alright. Very good, Jesus. So, Hot Fuzz starts off as a cop movie. And again, it's really just really well
Maury,
done.
really? You
A lot
fucking
of
bitch.
inner monologue stuff where he's talking to himself about being a cop. He's like this stereotypical badass cop who gets fired from the London police force and has to go be a policeman in this really small English town. His new partner is like a drunk and a football fanatic. European football. Some of you get
Soccer. He's a soccer fan.
No, I will not call it that. I
Football.
will not call it that.
Then you're not American, goddammit.
I wish I wasn't.
He was a football fanatic. There we go.
Football.
Yeah, de fútbol muchísimos.
Very good, Darren. You're getting a hang of it, buddy. I don't even know where to go. Okay, so he hates it there, and it's a lot of cop stuff, and then all of a sudden things start to get creepy, and it's so well done. Like, you start to notice that the townspeople are a little off. They all like watch each other's backs too much, and there's like a lot of secrecy, and he starts to unravel little by little. He starts to get threats to not investigate and to leave everything alone, and then you eventually find out, and this is a spoiler alert, and if you've never seen it, please like take your headphones off just for a second, because you really don't want to fucking have it spoiled. It's so well done. This whole town is part of the occult, and they worship the devil, and they make human sacrifices, and he ends up having to try to dismantle this whole fucking occult. Like he's trying to figure out what's going on, and his partner ends up being the son of one of the prominent figures, and there's like a moral struggle there, and it's really fucking, it's great. There's a lot of comedy, like cop comedy. You have no idea the other part's coming. Like, they're just like, go ahead.
What are we talking about?
Hot Fuzz?
I have a confession real quick.
I don't think I've seen it.
I've never seen Hot Fuzz, and I shit you not, up until just this minute, I've been wondering, why the hell are we talking about that movie? Because I seriously always thought that it was a fucking, just 100% cop, comedy.
Well, okay,
Same.
so I'm actually surprised that you guys brought it up, because they make it a point, because Simon Pegg, he's a really like big action movie fan, and like they show Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2, like they stay up and drinking and shit. Like they make it a point, like he's a big action movie fan. Like that's why, I mean, that's kind of why he made the movie, because he's an action movie fan. So I'm kind of surprised y'all are talking about it.
Yeah. I mean,
well, it's not your typical horror movie. Is what I'm saying.
It's not your typical horror movie, and again, for the most part, you don't see the horror element coming at all. Like, you just don't, it's not even part, I would say the first half of the movie is just like a cop buddy, funny romp, and it doesn't get into that stuff at all, and then all of a sudden, you're smacked with it, but it is creepy. It's really fucking creepy. The way that, like, when he starts seeing the villagers, like, act different towards him, and when he fucking stumbles upon their occult meeting, and it gets fucking creepy. But again, if you haven't watched it, I could not recommend it more. Michelle, you've got a mustache. I know. Dude, it's so good. The other part that I really like is when those kids, they're like 14 and they're at the pub, and his partner is there also and doesn't do anything about it because all he cares about is watching football. And just a lot of really great parts. Physical comedy, again, it's hard to describe physical comedy to you and make it funny, and I don't want to ruin it, but a lot of physical comedy in that movie that's really well done. And then we will eventually get to the world's end. That'll be the end of our episode also, but we're not quite there because everybody's in a match. If they survive, we'll take some shots and some drinks. So speaking of, like you said, like, it's an action movie where, they make it a point to be not a horror movie, and then all of a sudden you get these horror elements. Can anybody think of other movies that are that way? And I guess I'm only talking to Darren because everyone else is in a match. Like, can you think of other movies that made that turn? Did anyone survive?
Me and Gibby.
We got 2 survivors.
Got 2 survivors. So, for those of you that don't know...
Movies that were action? Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Well, so for those of you that don't know, Gilbert is our friend. We call him Gibby. And Gibby, since he's technically one of us, he will also count as a survivor so that we can take more shots, because we're getting to the end of the episode and we've hardly drank. So we'll take one right now, and then we'll take Gibby's shot further towards the end. So everybody pour themselves up. Let me know when you guys are ready.
I took my shot already.
Okay. Alright.
I don't play your fucking games, goddamn.
Yeah, Jesus is just really going off the rails in this episode.
Oh my god.
He's like, Jesus, you have bad aim? Yeah, I tried to come on my wife's tits and I came on my face. Like, oh.
You did a couple rails before this episode?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's sniffing that cocaine.
Hey.
Hey.
That's all I
Caesar
gotta
says,
say.
"From dusk till dawn, I remember what the fucking my mind off."
Dude, from Dusk Till Dawn,
Yes.
I thought it was so fucking dope when they had that fucking vampire band playing and they had the fucking guitar of the dead body. That shit was so funny.
Fucking torso.
Yeah. And then at the end they're like, "Fuck this, we're out," and then they blow themselves up.
Michelle says, "Audition starts as a rom-com-esque film, ends in total body horror bloodiness." That sounds fucking awesome. I've never seen it.
Have you guys seen Overlord? It's on Amazon.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Overlord is sick.
So Overlord is like, it starts off as an action movie. Like, it has like the sickest like the Normandy drop that I've ever seen in a movie. I think it's by J.J. Abrams. Fine. But yeah, it starts off and it's like super actiony, like World War II, and then it goes into like this whole fucking like Nazi super soldier fucking weird ass shit going on. But yeah,
Fucking Nazi experimentation, underground, fucking zombie, super soldier shit, dude.
Yeah.
And you're talking about that Normandy drop, dude. That's one of the coolest action scenes I've ever seen in my fucking life.
yeah, that shit was amazing.
That shit was fucking dope. It was so sick. And then there's like parts of like that are really wholesome. Like they're trying to help this woman and her in her house. Like she's trying to survive the Nazi invasion of France, and it's just really well done. And then boom, lots of really cool horror elements. Let's take the shot. Everybody, cheers! 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 Cheers!
So
We
we're
still
gonna
got one
ignore.
more shot. We still got one more shot coming at you.
We're gonna ignore the mighty Jason X and Leprechaun in space. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Those movies are
So
fucking
even Leprechaun in the Hood is fucking pretty goddamn funny. Freddie says he's been drinking since we started. Freddie, that's the point. That's why we do this. You're really capturing the spirit of the podcast by drinking, and we appreciate you. So we're going to finish this with The World's End. That means that we've covered a lot of Simon's movies. But we still have Paul at a later date, and we still have... What else is there? We're still missing one at least, right? I don't know. But we'll get to those eventually. So The World's End, anybody but me talk about this movie.
Nope. You're doing it. I'm just kidding. Someone do it.
So about Hot Fuzz. Oh.
So The World's End, it's
It's
about...
an amazing movie.
Yeah, so go Ernie, you say.
Sorry, it's because my pup started barking, so I muted myself like exactly when you said that. So I was like, oh fuck. Essentially, I mean, it's a group of, what is it, 5 dudes, right? Yeah, 5 of them.
Yeah.
And they're in England, of course. And when they were younger, there was this thing called the Golden Trail, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a
The Gold Mile.
Golden Mile, yeah, there you go.
Golden
And
shower.
God damn it, it's 12 bars that they have to go to in a night and have a pint at each bar. When they were younger, they didn't get to finish it. So Simon Pegg's character never grew up. He just became a burnout, didn't do anything with his life, was just a fucked up drug addict in rehab all the time. And all his other friends grew up, had families, careers, all that good stuff. And he gets out of rehab and he just wants to finish the Golden Mile. So he lies to all his friends that his mom died and he needs this. And they get together and they start doing the Golden Mile. And midway through, shit just fucking gets weird because all the bars look the fucking same. Like it's like a corporation just took over the whole town and made everything identical. So they start noticing like the people are just awkward and like staring at them. It turns out they're fucking robots from space that fucking took over everybody's body just to be... How would you explain it, Josh?
Well, so the aliens that take over want to create like a perfect society where no one gets sick and no one nothing bad ever happens, but in doing this, they end up taking the personality out of everything, which, again, there's a social commentary there about gentrification and about, corporate entities taking over things, trying to make them better, but taking out the charm and the identity from small, localized things, restaurants, what have you, bars. And so there's a great commentary there. Michelle says, "End of the world meets a pub crawl," and that's again a great way to put it. In the same way that Hot Fuzz is a cop movie, this is a buddy comedy, like a drinking buddy comedy, where the first half of the movie is about friendship, and these guys have all moved on in their lives. They are done with the fucking drinking and the partying. They have jobs, like big boy jobs. I can't believe I just said that, but they have careers. They have careers. They have families. They don't, they don't want to live in this life where Simon Pegg
drinking.
Yeah. So the one that I forget his name. The one that's in also Nick Frost. So Nick Frost character, who's in all of Simon Pegg's movies, plays a character that he doesn't drink anymore. He just doesn't do it. Where Simon Pegg is he's wearing his same fucking jacket that he wore when they were cool. He's driving the car that they drove in the glory days. And there's a part of you, if you've ever been that dude or part of a group where that kind of thing is prominent, where you just feel like you're on top of the world and you're the coolest and that kind of thing, and then people move on. You realize that you need to grow up and that things need to change. You will relate in a very, very deep way to this character who eventually is redeemed in the way that, it turns out that being himself and not changing and not selling out turns out, to be the way that they save everybody. And,
not everybody.
Well, I mean, they don't save the town. Or most people in the town have already been converted to robots. And then I guess one of them dies, maybe? I'm not sure.
A couple of them die. And
go ahead.
I was gonna bring up that one part that's fucking terrifying, where that dude, one of the twin sisters, starts running at them with her legs on her arms, flailing, because they dismember her. She's the robot swinging at him. That's just fucking scary, man.
Well, and there's so many parts of that movie too that are action based. There are some fucking awesome action sequences in that movie. There's a fight scene in the bathroom that is particularly memorable for the choreography and shit. It's really well done. Caesar says, "Are basement kills worth more shots?" They can be, Caesar. They fucking can be.
Oof. Caesar trying to make us take shots.
Yeah, that is, Caesar is no stranger to trying to make us take shots.
No shit, no.
Responsibly, of course, always, but,
So, you hear that, Jesus? If you want your multiplayer X2, you have to do a basement kill.
Alright, cool.
Cancel basement.
Got this.
I feel like Jesus is just drunk, trying to just play, I joined up on everything.
That's good with us. We like to get drunk here at Death by Daylight, much like Simon Pegg's character in The World's End. So all the movies we talked about tonight, I would recommend. Sometimes that's not the case, because I don't necessarily like everything we talk about. Everything we talked about tonight was a movie I liked. And if anyone wants to jump in on that or recommend that you don't watch a certain movie, you're more than welcome to. But they're all really good, and you should check them out. Especially, sometimes you want to watch something scary, but not something super heavy, like The Witch, or fucking, something super fucking dark. So these are good for that. What?
The Conjuring and shit. I want to relax and watch The Conjuring.
The Conjuring isn't that dark for me, because it's kind of hokey, but,
You're hokey.
I know I am. But, I mean, these movies are all great, and like I said, that we're gonna have another episode where we talk about This is the End? Yes. Where we talk about This is the End.
Oh. Oh, now you're actually talking about this at the end.
Yeah. Where we talk about Paul, and where there are plenty of movies where we can choose from. We're gonna have an episode on Scream by itself. As you Death by Daylight people will know, Ghostface is a character in Death by Daylight, so we want to kind of try to spread out the movies that correlate directly with a killer, because that night we will only play Ghostface. He'll be the main subject, and he'll be on the screen and all that stuff, so Scream will have its own episode. We will have episodes about B-movies like Thanksgiving and Zombiever, and there's 1,000 of those. What? We will have a Silent Hill episode coming at you pretty soon. We're going to have... I can't think of any other stuff we've been talking about. We don't know what we're talking about next week. We haven't decided yet, so it'll be as much of a surprise to us as it will be to you guys when we decide what we're going to do. Michelle says, dudes, I took a nice relaxing bath the other night whilst watching Midsummer on my laptop. That seems like it's not that relaxing of a bath.
Oh my god.
But,
Freddy wants a Sharknado episode.
Dude, so that again, that episode, that can be an episode with like Sharknado, with fucking what's the one with the octopus?
Sharktopus.
Is that a thing? Is that shit real?
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like Anaconda fits into some of those kind of fucking over the top, ridiculous movies.
Oh,
all that shit.
Animal horror. Deep Blue Sea, Anaconda,
Animal horror?
Jaws.
Eight-legged freaks.
Talking about bestiality.
Animal horrors.
Classic Death by Daylight. Caesar says Shark Week's coming up soon, so maybe on Shark Week we will do the Sharknado episode coupled with other animal horrors.
All
and
50 of those films.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna have to be spread out.
Freddy, here we go with the bestiality.
Yeah, Freddy knows what's up. Freddy's been here since day one, and he knows we talk a lot about bestiality. I'm trying to think of other animal-based horror. I mean, Jaws is an obvious one, but Deep Blue Sea. What Samuel L. Jackson's? Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
That is not the same movie, but alright then.
Is it not?
I want to say
What's that movie?
arachnophobia, but
Fuck off.
What's that movie? Is it not Deep Blue Sea?
No, it's not Deep Blue Sea. No, it's not at all.
Well,
There's the
can you
fucking
Google it for
maid.
me?
No, it's Rules of Engagement. goddammit.
Jesus Christ.
Rules of Engagement was that him saying that.
No,
Yes,
it was,
because he was like,
oh, snakes on the. Oh wait, no, never mind.
no, it was
That's
Rules of
another one.
Engagement.
I need a Google to confirm it,
I'm
but
probably wrong, but
Snakes on, dude, I'm almost positive because of the Chappelle Show. If I'm being honest, sharks on a plane.
Sharks on a NATO.
Sharks on a NATO. Snakes on a Plane is a great example. I mean, we'll fucking figure it out. What I gotta tell you is that we got a lot of really fucking dope shit coming up. Alex Santana, that's Dave Chappelle. Thanks. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in hot, Alex. Thank you.
Right, the answer was a Time to Kill.
A Time to Kill. All right. Ghost
really.
Ship. We'll talk about nautical themed horrors.
So Jesus got fucking wrecked.
I did.
Good.
I want to talk about Tremors.
Ooh,
Kevin Bacon.
Tremors. Baconator. We'll talk about that and Footloose on that episode. We'll just do Kevin Bacon movies.
Also a horror.
What is that movie? It's with him as well. Stir Up Echoes.
Oh, it's the Hollow Man.
Hollow Man.
Hollow Man. Ooh, we can talk about the Wicker Man at some point. Not the Nicolas Cage Wicker Man, the original Wicker Man.
Are we gonna ever discuss like porn parodies of horror movies?
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding, dude.
No, I want to hear more about this idea, Juan. What did you have in mind exactly?
Shaving Ryan
Friday the
private.
13th, a Brazzers XXX parody.
Shaving Ryan private.
It's funny because I actually had a poster like exactly like that from Mars.
Friday
It was a
the
Friday the
13th.
XX parody.
I
It looked
was
pretty
hoping you were going to
legit.
come up with some, or like that there were creative names.
No, they actually don't do that. They just like literally use the actual name and then they add an XXX parody.
That's just lazy.
Yeah, like it's
exactly, Darren. Thank you.
it's not like before where it was like something really fucking creative.
In the before time.
In the before time.
In the long ago.
Alright.
Outlander.
So wait,
We have
if
your
I'm
woman,
not
Outlander.
mistaken, doesn't like if the person playing killer doesn't get one kill, that means they have to take a shot, right?
I just took a shot.
Well, we all have.
I did. I was like, fuck, I need a shot after that.
Well, I was gonna tell you that we all owe Gibby a shot anyway, and then we will get to the very end of this episode. We've been going for a while, so everybody get load up for Gibby's shot. Those of you back home, I have refrained from saying this the whole episode, but I'm gonna say it now. Please like, please subscribe, please share, please tell your friends. We are here every Friday except last Friday. It was the first episode we missed. It's the only episode we plan to miss. And we are going to be here, and you should tell everybody to come hang out with us. We can't tell you how much we appreciate you being here, and you guys keep us going, and you guys keep us excited about doing the show and doing the live stream, and people like Michelle and Caesar, and I mean, it sucks not being able to see you guys, and I can't tell you how cool it is to be able to talk to you guys on nights like this, because we can't go see you at the bar. And that was me getting real sentimental and sappy. And now we're going to take this shot for Gibby, and we'll wrap up the episode. Gibby, this one's to you, buddy. Here's to surviving.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it's so smooth.
If anybody wants to come crack open a cold one with you boys, hit us up on Instagram.
Yeah, follow us
Just
on
like Daylight
Instagram.
After Hours tonight.
Death by Daylight on Instagram at Death by... Oh, fuck. Don't
Josh
pay no
Bell.
attention to the man behind the curtain. It's because I put the Mickey's top on the Jameson bottle.
I would just say if there's a man behind your curtain right now, Josh, you should probably be worried.
Never
Because
worried.
Jesus is gonna kill you.
Because you're either going to get killed or raped, so...
Because that man is me, and I'm gonna kill you. We are on Instagram at Death by Daylight. We are on Twitter at Death by Daylight. We are on Facebook, Death by Daylight. We'll never be on TikTok because we refuse to sell our souls. But everything else we will be on and try to be on. And you can go follow us, and you can look at the clues that we're going to post for our next episode. You can talk to us. You can get a chance if your name's not Caesar, and you get a chance anyway, and you want a chance to be on an episode, and you want to play with us or be on an episode on the mic, whatever you want to do, we encourage you guys to come hang out in any way you can, and we'll try to get you on an episode if we can. We'll try to get you in a game, even if you don't want to talk. Maybe you just want to play with the boys, a Survivor game. We're going to try to make that happen in the near future. We're going to go back to watching where Darren and I will watch Twitch, and these guys will do a Survivor game, and we'll comment the whole time. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of big plans going forward, so thanks for coming out, Michelle Scream. I can talk about Scream. Dude, yes, Michelle, book it. We will have you on the Scream episode. You can either
More
play...
bestiality.
You can either... okay. You can either play with us and you can be on that episode talking, or you can just be on the talking part and you don't have to play. We will let you know when the Scream episode is coming up, and you can totally be on that with us. Book it. It's done. And yeah, so that's how easy it is to get on an episode of Death by Daylight. Maybe we're selling ourselves too cheap, but Michelle is obviously a friend of the show. So if you have any interest in that, let us know. I'm gonna let these boys give their last piece of whatever they want to say, and then we'll get out. Here's your chance to talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about, boys. Go ahead. We'll start with Ernie.
So yeah, if you guys really want to come have some beers tonight, hit us up on the Instagrams, and yeah.
Slide in your DMs.
Yeah, slide in the DMs.
Yeah.
Yes. Slide in the DMs. Jesus, you got your chance to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Go ahead.
Check out my OnlyFans at Jesus Loves You, okay?
Freddie says that he's down to play. Freddie, if you want to get in to play on next week's episode, hit up Ernie any way that you can, and we will try to get you in. If not this next coming week, in one of the weeks after that soon, we'll try to get you in a game. So, but talk to Ernie, and we'll make it happen for sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, just saying, yeah.
Juan, this is your chance to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I want to give a shout out to my boy Alex. Actually, I didn't even notice that he had been on the chat since the beginning, and I know
Alex
he's been
Santana?
listening. Yes, sir. He's been listening to us, and even when we don't, we're not live, I know he listens to us like afterwards. He goes back to check it out. In fact, today he was letting me know about the Alien episode, which I actually wasn't. I didn't take part in that one. Correct? That's the one I wasn't in.
That's when Caesar was on with us.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Caesar was on
That was a
on
great
the
episode. Yeah, Juan wasn't on that one. I'm
Yeah,
just
he
kidding.
was. Well, I'll just go fuck myself. But anyway, yeah, I just want to give him. I want to give him a shout out.
Dude, yes,
we talked
Alex.
about demonology.
Yes, we did talk about demonology. Alex, yes, thank you for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thank you for going and watching the episodes, even when you can't be with us live. Trust us, it means a lot, and it helps us out a lot. So thank you very much for doing that. Darrin, this is your chance to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I don't know. Just thank y'all for coming out on this coronavirus laden day. When this shit is all over, we will have a cookout. This is just for everybody that's here, like all the homies, Ernie, fucking Josh, Jesus, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll have a get together.
Fucking left out Juan.
I know, right?
It's like
I knew there was another J in there somewhere, but
Juan was everybody. That's what he was. Darrin, you didn't do your. Darrin, you didn't do your bartender minute. You can either do it or not do it, but if you want to, you can do it now.
It's way too fucking late in the episode.
Got it. Perfectly okay with me.
Next time, goddammit.
Yes, next time, and we'll let you guys again. You can guess. You can try to figure out what we're doing. I don't know what chocolate bear means. Is that like a Michelle? Is that your nickname? Yeah, is that your nickname?
Yeah, it kinda is.
Chocolate bear. Oh man.
TJ, bro. Man, you need to watch some Scrubs. You need some Scrubs in your life, goddammit. Like,
Is that Donald?
want
Is
no
that
Scrubs.
is that JT's nickname for Turk?
yes.
Oh well, it's a lot more fun when Michelle calls you Chocolate Bear than it was
Without
on
any
Scrubs.
without any context clues.
Yeah, without any context, it was pretty goddamn awesome. And so that's everybody's minute to talk about what they want to talk about. We will be back next week. We've got some good stuff for you again. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends that we're here. Hit up Ernie for Death by Daylight After Hours. And
Next week, bestiality, pedophilia, all of it.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Everybody say bye, goddammit.
Fuck the free world. We are out. Bye, everyone.